Hi everyone, it's Mitch, and it is Sunday, January 13th, 2019, here with the free live show. Of course, we're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Usually right around the same time, around between 10:45 and 11:15 Eastern Standard Time. Of course, some people arrive late or miss the show, but one way to make sure that you don't miss the show, or that you're late for a show, is by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Click the little bell in the upper right-hand corner. You'll get notified every time we go live. Of course, these are free picks, meaning that we try to win every single pick, but of course, our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com, as well as sportschatplace.com Premium and Premium Plus. We have NFL playoff action today. We have college basketball, NBA basketball. I have premium picks on all that stuff. Of course, one way that you could check out the premium picks is the least expensive way is our consensus report over at sportschatexperts.com. What the consensus report is it's a report, and it just tells you how many handicappers are on each side of each game. It's not like directions to take a team or one way or the other. It just gives you some insight. And not every game has a consensus, but things like these NFL playoff games where most of the handicappers have a pick on either the side or the total. Well, this is where the real value is on the consensus report, because you're going to know exactly how many handicappers are on each side. You won't know which handicappers are on each side, but you will know how many, and that should offer you a good amount of help. But anyways, of course, free picks every single game, every single day. Our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com, as well as sportschatplace.com Premium and Premium Plus. Pretty good games going on today. Patriots Chargers is an interesting matchup. Eagles and Saints, of course, the defending Super Bowl champions versus the team with the best overall record in football this year. That makes that one very, very interesting. And of course, NBA, it seems every night is interesting, right? We're never really sure what the hell's going on with the NBA. It seems that everybody beats everybody on a regular basis. But, of course, we got it all covered at sportschatplace.com. Our best bet's always over at sportschatexperts.com, as well as sportschatplace.com Premium and Premium Plus. So, let's see. I'm trying to get everything in order here. I just finished working out. That's why I'm a couple minutes late today. Wanted to get it all done early. It's my last day in Vegas until Super Bowl. So if you're going to be out here for the Super Bowl, by all means, get in touch with me. Got a lot of people sending me messages over Messenger on Facebook Messenger. And it's really one of the worst places to contact me. I don't check it nearly as much as I check my email. Wow, smallest crowd we've ever had on YouTube Live. Maybe the notifications haven't gone out yet. Sometimes they're delayed. Crazy small crowd, though, on YouTube Live. Very weird. Maybe something's not working, but so be it. Get right into it in just a moment. Anyways, I'm going to go over some NFL playoff action. Every handicapper on Sports Chat Experts is part of the consensus report. Every single one of them is included. But, of course, we do free picks every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. Our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com. If you're watching us on YouTube Live, yeah, if you have an opinion, this guy's just an asshole. So if you have an opinion, you put it in our Facebook group. Or you start your own show. Anyways, this will be my last day in Vegas. Going home tonight to Maui just for a few weeks. I'll be back here for the Super Bowl. Yeah, if you have an opinion on a game, a great place to put that is in the Facebook group. Not on my live show, or else there's no real reason for me to get up and do the show. You can do your own show if you like. Start a YouTube channel or a Facebook group or however you want to do it. Or you can just state your pick in the Facebook group. But if not, well, this is my show. Yeah, so people are saying on YouTube that they did not get a notification that I went live. And that makes a lot of sense because it's our smallest YouTube live crowd we've ever had. It's not even close. Normally we have about a few hundred. We have, I think, 16 people watching us live. So we'll give it just one more second then to see if people come in to join us. We'll start talking, though, about the Patriots and the Chargers. This one's at Foxborough. Patriots 11-5 coming into this one. The Chargers 13-4. Patriots undefeated at home this season, but 6-2 against the number. The Chargers 8-1 straight up on the road, 8-1 against the spread, 7-3 against the number in their last 10. The Patriots 7-3 straight up in their last 10, 6-4 against the number. Of course, Tom Brady in the playoffs pretty much go hand in hand. Every season that he's ever been healthy, he's been in the playoffs. So he's definitely got more playoff experience than just about most teams combined. So, how handy does that come in? Of course, we've seen this Patriot defense absolutely starched this season, gouged by a lot lesser teams, losing to the Lions, the Titans, things of that nature. But, in recent weeks, 3 points allowed against the Jets, 12 against the Bills, 17 against the Steelers at Pittsburgh, of course, 34 at Miami, including that final play of the game. 10 at home against Minnesota. So at home, the defense has been extremely tough. Meanwhile, the Chargers, I don't think they've allowed more than, you look at the Chargers, it's pretty much the same story. 17 last week against Baltimore. Most of that was garbage points. 9 against Denver the week before that. Of course, not a very good Denver team. Then, that home loss to Baltimore, losing 22-10. Of course, they avenged that loss last week, and they allowed 28 points in a 29-28 win over Kansas City. Of course, all of those points were in the first half of that game when the Chargers roared back in the second half. That was a night game. It was either Thursday Night Football or Monday Night Football. Don't remember, but I know it was one of those games on an odd time. I believe it was a Thursday night game where the Chiefs roared out to a gigantic lead, and the Chargers wouldn't take no for an answer, and they came roaring back. But definitely these are two of the better teams in football, and that's why they're in this game. I think what it comes down to is the reason I don't have a premium pick on the total in this one is because this could go either way. This could really be a tough defensive strategic game. Is the Patriots traditionally bend, don't break. So they bend, and then when it comes time to get into the red zone, they hold teams to field goals. The Chargers, they've been just a tough team to score on. They have a really, really good pass rush. I don't think this is one of the better New England teams that they have. I expect the Chargers pass rush to at least get some pressure on Brady. And I also think the Chargers secondary is pretty underrated in this. We know the Chargers linebackers are loaded, stacked. But the total in this one is set at 47.5. I like the under 47.5 in the Chargers Patriots. That'll be our first pick of today's show. Of course, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. Our best bets over at sportschatexperts.com, as well as sportschatplace.com Premium and Premium Plus. If you want to, you can use that code DEAL15, get 15% off all of your purchases today at sportschatexperts.com. The premium area is already discounted. I get that question all the time. Where do I put the discount code in on the premium area? Yeah, people are saying they just got the YouTube notification. The YouTube audience has spiked. So those of you watching us on YouTube Live, if you got here a little late, the first pick was the under in the Chargers-Patriots. I tried to drag it out as long as I could as far as the explanation goes, but it's only so long. I'm going to guess that that's going to happen in waves. So we're going to have a lot of people joining us late. Of course, if you're watching us on YouTube Live, if you could hit the thumbs up button, it's greatly appreciated. But I guess apparently there is a problem with the notifications on YouTube Live, and people are getting those notifications late. But let's go to the NBA. We have all-day basketball. I love this, right? Where they start early and they kind of end late. And, you have 1 o'clock Eastern time games, same time as the football game starting. And then you have games that start at 8, 9:30 on a Sunday night. And how awesome is that, right? If you're looking at Eastern Standard Time. 76ers up against the Knicks. Knicks plus 6.5 in this one, and that can only mean one thing. I haven't really looked too deep into this game because the line didn't come out until this morning. There was no line on it last night, and I see 6.5 on this. And to me, that means that a bunch of the Sixers are not playing. So Joel Embiid missed last game. His status is unclear. Jimmy Butler, it's unclear if he's going to play as well. The thing that we know is that the Sixers have dominated the Knicks. 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 in the Garden. 9-1 against the spread the last 10 times these two teams have met. The Knicks 0-7 against the number in their last 7 home games, and that's really, that's to me I see a lot of people talking about trends in the Facebook group. Some of them are just so ridiculous. It's like they haven't beaten this team in the last 5 meetings. Well, it's like these teams play about every 7 years, so it's like some of the people in those 5 meetings are dead. That's how long ago those 5 meetings were. But, when you look at something like this where the Knicks just are not covering at home this season, 0-7 against the number. I know the Sixers possibly depleted here in this game, but I still think that they have more talent on their bench than the Knicks have in their starting lineup. So I'm going to take the 76ers here minus the 6.5 points. It's a free pick. And that'll be my second pick of today's show. Of course, our best bets are always over at sportschatexperts.com. And you can use the code DEAL15, get 15% off at sportschatexperts. And, of course, the discount, the premium area is already discounted. We probably will be raising those prices. As you guys can see, we've upgraded sportschatplace.com. We've done a full site redesign. Just like I've been promising for months, it just takes a little while sometimes. I'd say it's about 40% done at this point. You can see some of the partnerships we have with Fox Sports, ESPN, and we have another one as well with another company called CBS that you guys might have heard of. And that one we'll be doing stuff in the very, very near future with. But, of course, we do this live show every single day, and we have free picks on every single game, every single day. But anyways, let's get to another free pick. Let's stay in the NBA. And we'll go to the game between the Lakers and the Cavs. The line opened at 9.5 in this thing. It's up to 10.5. The Cavaliers 0-10 in their last 10 games. 8-35 on the season. The Lakers 23-20. You know, when they got LeBron James, a lot of people talked a big game about this Lakers team, and how they were going to be one of the best teams in the West, and some people, agreed with them, and others laughed them off. But right now, the Lakers are looking like one of the better teams in the West. We'll see exactly how far that takes them. Of course, Kevin Love is out, Nance is out. Half the team is out for the Cavs, while the Lakers, LeBron James is out. So I don't know. 10.5 just to me just seems like a ton. I'm going to take the Cavaliers plus the 10.5 at LA, and that will be our third pick for today's show. Of course, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. Our best bet's always over at sportschatexperts.com and sportschatplace.com Premium and Premium Plus. If you're watching us on YouTube Live, you could hit that thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. I get this question all the time. Do you ever cover hockey? When we absolutely don't have anything else, that's when I cover hockey. When I absolutely have nothing else to cover. Yeah, did we not just go over this game? This is how you get banned from the group. Anyways, we do at least 3 free picks on this show every single day. Our best bet's always over at sportschatexperts.com, sportschatplace.com Premium and Premium Plus. Question, I don't know what that means. Yeah, if you have questions on a specific game, we have free picks on every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. We also talk about these all day long in our Facebook group. Clarifying what? I took the other team. Way annoying, man. Good way to get thrown out of the group. I'll do a college basketball pick and then we'll wrap it up. Of course, pretty small but pretty decent schedule here in college hoops. We have that rescheduled game between South Carolina and Missouri. South Carolina minus 4.5. Frank Martin's team got off to a slow start to the season, but they've been playing a lot better recently. 4.5 seems like a pretty big number, though, in this game, but, kind of these delayed games, it always works out pretty weird. And Missouri coming off of a beatdown loss to Tennessee, but outside of that, they've been pretty good. Wins over Xavier, Illinois, Central Florida, a 2-point loss to Temple, and the worst loss to Kansas State. Meanwhile, South Carolina, a home win against Mississippi State, a road win at Florida, losses at Clemson, 17-point loss to Virginia. That's no shame in that. 11-point loss at Michigan. So they've played some pretty good teams too. But I like the way South Carolina is playing. I don't love the point spread in this one. Let's dig a little deeper into the numbers while we're here. So we covered it anyway. Okay, Vincent LaSalle is going to be thrown out of the group. We don't recap picks for other people. Just not what we're doing. Yeah, and this other guy too, Taurus, you'll be banned from our group as well as soon as the show is over. So I tried to explain it to you, but you just don't want to do it. But we'll just stop it right now. Let's get these guys out of here so we can continue on with our show. Never understood it. And I think I make it crystal clear as to how the show works. But you're no longer welcome in our group. Let's see the other one. Anyways, we do at least 3 free picks on this show every single day. Our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com, sportschatplace.com, Premium Plus. Of course, on Fridays, it's all about you guys. The rest of the week, I kind of just give out my picks. Those of you that end up late to the show, it happens. You just got to wait till the end, and I recap all of the picks. We don't stop the show for people that are late. I know YouTube had a problem today with the notifications, and they were late, and we'll recap all the picks at the end of the show. But anyways, we just stop for a second there because some people don't understand how the show works. But I like Missouri here plus the 4.5 points against South Carolina. We see a lot of these games. We saw a lot yesterday, and we're going to continue to see a lot as they move into conference play, where they come right down to the very, very end. And, even like 4.5 points, these are just huge numbers, in conference play. So we'll take Missouri, and we'll take our 4.5 points against South Carolina, who I like the way that they're playing. I think they have a good chance to win this game. The 4.5, don't love it. But we will do one more pick, and we'll call it a day. Michigan taking on Northwestern. Northwestern has been a good team, but it just seems when they're called upon to step it up, they haven't been able to. We have a big public following here on Michigan, but the line is dropping, so it's inverse line movement here as well. Of course, the Wolverines undefeated this season and really looking like one of the better teams in college basketball. At home, they've been absolutely dominating, beating Indiana by 11, beating Penn State by 13. On the road, last time out, beating Illinois by 10. So it seems that outside of the conference, like against South Carolina, they were favored by 17 and only won by 11. Didn't cover. These two teams met at Northwestern, and Michigan won by 2 in a game that they were favored by 4.5. But, I think in this one, I think Michigan puts the hammer down. I like Michigan. I'm going to lay the big number minus 11.5 at this point. And that'll be my final pick for today's show. Of course, we do free picks every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. Our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com, as well as sportschatplace.com Premium and Premium Plus. We don't recap the picks on the show. For other people in the comments, we just don't do it. Continue to do it, we have to remove you from the group. No, no one has to buy my premium picks. Is this? Yeah, if you want to give your opinion, then you got to do that in the Facebook group. I'll say it 1,000 times. Or I encourage you to get your own YouTube channel or your own website and give out your picks. I strongly encourage everybody to do that wants to do that. But as far as giving out your picks on my show, that's not going to happen. Anyways, I always give out more than 3 picks. I always just say at least 3 free picks. I usually give out more unless there's just not any games. It's not like they're born yesterday. It's just, there's disrespectful. It's like I don't go into somebody else's house or on anybody else's live show or anything like that and start making it my own. It's like, I get up every day and I make sure I'm consistent 365 days a year. Some of the other guys out there, they'll come up with excuses as to why they can't do their shows and why they can't do their picks and why they didn't do it yesterday and all that other stuff. I've always find an excuse as to why I can do it. So tomorrow's show, speaking of can do it, tomorrow's show is probably going to be about an hour late because I'll be traveling. My flight doesn't get into Maui until 10:30 Eastern time, so it's 7:39 a.m. Maui time. So I probably won't be home until 11:30 Eastern time to do the show. So it'll be 11:30. It'll probably be around noon Eastern time tomorrow for the live show. I'll try and be back at halftime of the NFL games, and I will see you then. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. We took the under in the Chargers-Patriots game. It was 47.5. We took the 76ers minus 6.5. We know half the team looks like they could possibly be out for that one. We took the Cavaliers plus 10.5 against the Lakers. We took Missouri plus 4.5 against South Carolina, and Michigan minus 11.5 against Northwestern. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, everyone. I know you have a lot of choices when it comes to live shows, video shows, free picks, and all that other stuff. I'm just glad you guys keep me in the mix. And like I said, I'll try and be back for halftime of that first NFL playoff game, Chargers and Patriots. And then, of course, we'll also try and be back for the second one as well. But anyways, this is Mitch. I'll see you guys in a few hours. Have a great day.